Arsenal lost 2-0 to West Ham in a blow to their hopes of winning the Premier League title, and there was more VAR controversy that went against the Gunners. The PGMOL admitted to a VAR technology failure as Arsenal collapsed against West Ham in their bid to reclaim top spot. From the angles available at Stockley Park, it was impossible to say whether the ball had remained in play in the build-up to Tomas Souček's opener, so the on-field decision to let play continue stood. Arsenal fans were adamant that Jarrod Bowen had failed to keep the ball in, however, and their mood darkened in the second half when former Gunner Konstantinos Mavropanos headed and James Ward-Prowse's header to secure a 2-0 win, which leaves Mikel Arteta's side in second, 2 points behind Liverpool. Every time Arsene Wenger used to claim, "I did not see it," it was hailed by the Arsenal faithful as a legitimate excuse. There was little appetite from the home fans, though, to let off VAR with the same blinkered stance. Did the ball cross the line or not in the build-up to West Ham's opening goal? One frame produced by the top-of-the-range technology, installed in part to solve precisely this problem, showed the ball was still slightly in play. But by the next frame, the ball had simply disappeared. Was it over the line, or just hidden behind Jarrod Bowen's thigh? Stockley Park lacked the evidence to say for sure, so were forced to go with the on-field decision. Tomas Souček's firm finish from point-blank range was allowed to stand. So many questions, but in truth the VAR situation is the least of them for Arsenal. More long-term benefit might come from looking at why Alexander Zinchenko simply ran into Gabriel in the build-up to the 13th-minute strike and whether he has too many of these mistakes in him to sustain a title challenge. A question to address next week when the transfer window opens, even. And there are others. Arsenal had 87% of the possession in an exhilarating opening 7 minutes, but for all the flicks, tricks and backheeled kicks they did not manage to mount even a vague threat on the Arsenal goal. They need somebody to put the ball into the back of the net on a regular basis. In the Champions League, Gabriel Jesus is your man, 24 in 43 games. But his tally of just 3 Premier League goals is part of the reason Arsenal have allowed so many of these games they have dominated slip out of their grasp. West Ham had doubled the lead when Mavropanos flicked in Ward-Prowse's corner off the underside of the bar in the 56th minute. His refusal to celebrate in tribute to 8 forgettable games in 4 years on the books here. It was then that Jesus really drew the real groans from frustrated Arsenal followers.